Check.
That was an echo.
Okay.
You should be working.
Hey, yo. Who is a random dude on Twitter? What's up, man? Yo, more people. You know what bothers me is the people who watch this. And like, I should have asked the dude if he watched on YouTube or Twitter, but a couple guys like at the game, Gator Bowl's like, yo, I love your show. I love your show. And I'm like, bitch. Yeah, I'm like, bitch, how do you watch my show? Do you watch it on Twitter or do you watch it on YouTube?
It's Chad.
Maybe they watch the Gator Bowl.
Chad, like, it's a lot of Chad Davis, Chad Wheeler, Chad Scott, Chad. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. Now I can talk to you then. What's up, Chad Dixon? That's my guy right there, man. I need you to come on YouTube, though, and not on X, but I fucks with you. Shout out, Gerard. Thank you for putting up there. Absolutely best content, hands down. Only way to start the day. New Year's, same goal. I'm gonna make you guys a promise that even if one day this does something, or when it does something, we won't change. We're gonna still fuck up the sound in the beginning of the show. We're gonna keep the same format and formula. All right, let's go ahead and start. Maybe this is a problem. We need to go ahead and start our day off with that prayer. Friday, fuck it Friday, or STD Friday, as my guy Ramon says. But let's get that prayer.
Turn it up! Thank you God for another day! This is the last great
I really think he should have added a couple curse words into that. That would have made it so much better. All right, well, let's start this over again. Hi, guys. I'm James Coleman, a.k.a. Big Game James _36 on your Twitter, or your IG, and all of that other jazz. This is Big Games B.S., part of Den Media Group, presented by alphacliniconline.com. New year, new you.
Oh, you went to YouTube.
Yeah, appreciate you, Chad. I really appreciate it. Just get more I get paid. We get paid from YouTube. Twitter, Elon ain't doing shit for us right now. But it's just streamed there because for whatever reason, a lot of people watch it on there. And we're just trying to get people to come on, matriculate over here to the YouTube. But either way, watching this, sharing, doing all of that jazz is cool. New year, new you. It's bullshit if you don't have no action behind it. Go check out alphacliniconline.com and make sure you get that new year, new you the right way. And, get your blood levels checked. I was talking to some cats in the terrace suites yesterday just about it. They were like, hey, does hormone replacement therapy really, really work? And I'm like, yo, if you don't need testosterone, don't fucking take testosterone. But what you should do is, if you're relatively healthy, every 6 months, at least once a year. And if you have some issues, I would really do it every quarter. Get your blood work taken. Let us look at your levels. Well, not us, because I won't be looking at it. But let her look at your levels and go from there and just see how things are going. Like, I just really believe that I want everybody to be healthy. And check it out. Maybe that's why your dick's not working. Maybe that's why your vagina's dry as the Sahara Desert. We won't know until we get the blood work drawn up, and then we have the different things and the different ways you can go. And not all of it is just necessarily hormone replacement. Some of it is just taking some good supplements. I'm telling you guys that NAD Plus with the BPC 157 combo, yo, legit. Love fucking jit. So check them out, do all that other stuff. I'm so glad to be able to finally wrap up my year yesterday. So now my new year technically starting now. Gator Bowl is over. We had a Tax Slayer Gator Bowl. Georgia Tech played. No, Duke and Ole Miss played. Duke got their asses whooped. And it was crazy. It was wild. Like, one, Lane Kiffin did not want to fucking be here at all. Like, it just the fuck it face. Like, the entire time from the press conference, these people didn't even do the bowl activities. They didn't even do the stuffing of the shit for the little kids. The only bowl activity they did was they did the Make-A-Wish kids. They did come, and they were around the Make-A-Wish kids, and they were actually pretty cool. Shout out to my guy, Luke. I got some content of Luke hanging out with the Ole Miss band, and we were vibing and shit. So I got to just put that on the channel. Shout out to my guy, Chris Payton Jones. I know what I say about the two last names, but he's actually a cool one. And my guy, Steve, SB Productions, he came down here. We got some really cool behind-the-scenes content from the Gator Bowl. And every year I'm with the Gator Bowl, I am learning more and more what I can get away with. One day in the future, this will be the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl presented by MFTK Foundation or something like that. Or the MFTK Gator Bowl. I will buy that, or I would do something to where they just honor me for that. But, like, we was out there. If I'd have known Jaden had a new handy-dandy camera, I'd have got him a press pass. It was cold, though, so you probably were in a much better situation than everybody else. I took 60 kids to the game. Ole Miss whooped their ass early, so bad that they decided to leave in the third quarter. Messed me up too, because like my son left with them, and I still had content I was supposed to get, but I actually didn't want to be there, so it was cool because like it worked out. So, and like Ole Miss, I guess when they do a turnover, like they have a basketball night, the people go in the dunk, and like my guy Steve got it live. Like it's crispy too with his camera. So I can't wait to see some of that stuff there. We have the fireside chat is what we called it. Again, we'll see what new things come aboard with us, see how much I can get away with. Probably won't be until next football season, but the Gator Bowl is moving into a new studio, a new office. So it's right across the street from where the stadium is, WCJT, excuse me. It's public service, the public, like PBS radio and all that shit. But it's like immaculate in that thing. Like it's got a whole like basically just imagine like a green screen. Like it's a studio. It's like a television studio. Okay. So like we could actually just go in and do this setup and just like have because of the screen, we can legitimately play games and play stuff like behind it. I'm going to see how much I can get away with it there. That would be 2025. 2025 theme is see how much I can get away with. So we're going to try to press the envelope, press button. So please make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Any ideas or things that you guys would like to see, this is the time as we kind of go game plan. Obviously, February is the Super Bowl. February is the Combine. We have some 7-on-7 stuff. Hopefully, eventually, we'll start putting all that stuff on the Mandarin University channel as well. So I'm probably going to flip that. I have Mandarin University as an aspect of it, but I want to do a high school sports channel. So we'll do, especially with the 7-on-7 stuff and some of the access that I'll be having, we'll go ahead and get some behind the scenes stuff, and we'll kind of do it in conjunction with Den Media Group. And again, some of you guys, I hope you saw the interview with Sporadics, Tampa Bay Tech's running back, really good kid. Hopefully Florida State offers him. He turned around my offer for my 7-on-7 team, so I almost want to say fuck him. But he does play for Tampa Bay Tech and my friend Jason Roberts, so that means he's a good kid. So that happened yesterday. We're definitely going to have some more Dope Boy interviews coming. We're about to get that really get that Dope Boy started back up. So again, we'll be pushing out content, especially during the off season. They showed me my numbers. Like, y'all were dope. August, September, and then like the beginning of October, everything was here. And then y'all just said, fuck it in November. And just like that bitch went down. And then December was back up. So, you know, I guess that would be the firings and the hirings and stuff like that. Combine interviews are going to be crazy. I'll probably get some good Carson Beck information. Hopefully he'll be skyrocketing by then. But I don't know. They've been, you know, he has that. Carson's ugly, man. I just realized that. Like, Carson's ugly, but he's my guy though. And he's a Mandarin alum, so we'll get some cool shit with him. So I have no tickets to give away. Actually, Londa Polo Kid. Shit, who else I gave tickets to? How was the tickets? Were the tickets fire? Hopefully you like them. We'll still do the hats. So if we get over 100 views on the YouTube, we'll give away a Sports Den hat or MFTK cap. So we'll still have some giveaways. So if you want to, another thing too, all in members, unless you back pay football season, I can't do anything for you for the Super Bowl. But if you're an all in member from now up until the Combine, you can check out you can come hang out with me, get the access that I get. So my guys who are getting tickets, so again, we do the giveaways on this. Yo, did y'all check out y'all see the Peach Cobbler Station and the churros? Yo, Terrace Suites was crazy this time, Miles. Like they outdid themselves. They had sushi. They had peach cobbler, pecan pie, the little lemon squares. They had a churro station. They had ice cream. They had smoked jerk turkey with black eyed peas and 1,000 rices. And no, so okay. So let me give you the whole thing about what it's like to be on the Gator Bowl. This is the day. Our job is to network and do several things. So we have the Chairman's Club dinner. It was a brunch last year, but it was a dinner this year. So we go there. The only thing good about the Chairman's Club thing is the fact that I can drink as much alcohol as I want to. So if you're going to come pregame, so next year I had an extra ticket. So next year I'll know we'll have a Mag Daddy prize that we may end up doing like as a fundraiser to where you can come hang out with me there. But that's all you can eat, all you can drink. Now, the food sucks there. I'm not going to hold you. But the liquor is flowing and it's good. That lady made me I said, I just want a double shot of Jack, right? And a Coke on the side. Man, that Jack that she gave me, that was way more than a double shot of Jack. That shit had me leaning. Like, it was like a strong punch. And I was just like, I was already sleepy because, you know, we had the slumber party with Trey and his friends. Them little bastards didn't go to fucking sleep till 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm talking about, and then the problem is I should have got the other room, but the guy didn't know what he was talking about. Every time I felt like I was getting that, all right, I'm right here, going to sleep. Boom, somebody busted in the door. They got to go use the bathroom. And I'm like, nah, I can't go to sleep again. But anyway, so that might have been why the double shot hit me. But we went in there. They had some baked ziti bullshit. The salad was fresh. They had like these ham cubes that looked like they was like really good. You can go make you one of the meat salads. Pause. That was egregious. That was crazy right there. But we were walking and you go because you can see the field. You can see the field. And they did the most Jacksonville thing you could do. They had a low country boil. They had the potatoes, the sausages, they had crabs. What's the thing? I can't think of it. The crawfish. They had crawfish, which isn't Jacksonville, but they had crawfish in there. And they had some crab legs. It wasn't like a full crab. It wasn't like a crab boil. It was just they just chopped it. It made it too fancy. So, we came in, right? And I saw it. And it wasn't a Jacksonville type brawl. It wasn't bad. That's my guy Ken Jefferson. So we got more black people on the thing now. And we all looking for each other. We see green jacket, black dude means there's something. So they all communicated. And Ken Jefferson, can we look up Ken Jefferson? Because I'm trying to figure out who the fuck. I know he's important in Jacksonville, but I just don't know why he's important in Jacksonville. And he clearly knows who I am. And I don't even really know who he is, but I know it's Ken Jefferson. I know Ken Jefferson. But anyways, Ken Jefferson was there. He had the greatest saying. He's like, they got to baptize that seafood in the seasonings. And I never thought about it like that. But when you really think about a crab boy, that's what he was. He 5'0". I remember he was supposed to be the sheriff. But then he lost to the other dude. Yeah. Okay, I knew Ken from somewhere, man. Yeah. But he was like, they got to baptize it in the seasonings. And the way he said it, I was like, yeah, but so they steamed it and then they sprinkled seasonings on top of it. And it was lemon pepper seasoning. So it's like they tried to communicate to the black people, but it wasn't what we needed. I need them to really care about the seafood boil. So anyways, what I'm saying is that's going to fuck up the food. So you're not going to go there. If you come in next year, we're not going there for the food. We're going there to get fucked up. That's what we're going there to do. We're going in there to drink. I was like, okay, I had my boy Juice with me. I was like, if I know the food isn't going to suck at the Terrace Suites. And I was like, and if it sucks there, I know where I can go because I have a press pass. I can just go eat in the media room. So we go up to the Terrace Suites, man. They got, Miles has been to the Terrace Suites. They got the shrimps, the peeling these shrimps. They got flatbread. They got, their soda machine was on point, man. This is the carbonation was you sip it and you need liquor to chase the Sprite or the Coke because it's so strong. They had the wings, they had the burgers and the hot dogs with the good lettuce. That leaf lettuce. They're not giving you that shredded bullshit that we don't really know. It's the long, they peel that shit individually, peel it. The steak tomatoes, onions, and then they have I think they had a tortellini bar. They had, like I said, they had the turkey. They also had pulled pork. They had little taco things, carnitas. And then, like I said, the churro with the strawberry sauce was on point, as well as the peach cobbler. It wasn't that peach cobbler truck bullshit. This was it was individual cups, and it was made the way that black people eat peach cobbler. A lot of crust. Enough peach so that you can know that the peach was there, but really all black people want is the crust, and the crust was good. And it was all you can. It was my bad. I told you it was all you can drink. It was wine, beer, wine, and champagne. You could get that, man. Yeah. So it was. So hopefully y'all had a good time, and I appreciate y'all taking that. Take advantage of the shit, guys. I only give away shit that I would use. So except for the kids. The kids didn't get that shot. They didn't get the Shad Khan treatment. Shad Khan puts them. They have the Jags have the good grade section or whatever, and they put them bitches up next to God. They so high, But mine was they weren't in the section in the club seats, but there was like one above it, but they had a good time. So but yeah, that was what was going on with that. So hopefully on your Friday, y'all are having a good time. I want to end the show with that song, with that new old school beat that we have. I think that shit's fire. Good. I found a good oldie but goodie track that y'all should take it to your Fridays. On this for the rest of the year. We may do that for the rest of the year. That may be our Friday turn up. But what we got here tonight or today, Jaden?
A lot of things happening this weekend, especially with the college football playoffs. So first things first, we always love to touch on FSU. A couple of official visits going on, and Tania, our homegirl, is going off again on the court.
Nice.
And then we're gonna get into the college football playoff. Obviously, we're gonna start off with Texas, Arizona State, Ohio State, Oregon, Notre Dame versus Georgia. Then we're gonna touch on a little bit about Jalen Milroe declaring for the draft. We're gonna touch a little bit on the Tax Layer Gator Bowl, just about the score, and a video of Lane Kiffin, the updated bracket for the next round of the playoffs. Switching to the NFL, the biggest statement from this past week would obviously be the Pro Bowl selections, and we're going to highlight 2 FSU alumni who got selected for the Pro Bowl, and then we're going to ask James about the if he has any potential snubs of the Pro Bowl. Highlight the Saquon Barkley interview with the Philadelphia Press about not being able to break Eric Dickerson's season rushing record by getting rested. Talk about the player incentives coming up for NFL week, and then we have our Big Games B.S. segment. We got a Now You Know segment, and we got to preview 2 songs actually, because I had 1 song originally here, so we got 2 songs we're going to preview. So first things first, we're going to start with the Utah State running back Rasul Faison's official visit to FSU. And I just wanted to show this video because imagine being a recruit and just experiencing this out of school. I feel like you'll definitely think about wanting to come to FSU specifically after experiencing this on your official visit. So let us know what y'all think in the chat, and if this is a cool program, if this is just something cool that the FSU program does.
It didn't stick though. He might not be strong.
You come to Florida State, you gotta make the choice. I'm sure that I can. And I can promise you I'll come to work. I love coaching this team. Remember where you come, the journey you took, the work you're committed to, all the feelings, all the emotion. Jalen
That's kind of fire. I want something that I think I want to do is I want to go on a visit again. Like, I think a lot of people don't get a chance to really experience the visits anymore. Like the kids go on there, try to keep it a secret, man. But like, Luke said that. Actually, but I want to put the little the tomahawk, not tomahawk. I want to put the spear in there. My bad. Hold on.
What is your standard?
Hold on. That's what I want to wake up to. My bad. I forgot I got my thing on.
What is your standard?
This is what I want to do. That.
What is our standard? What is your standard? What is our standard?
That's what I need to go. That's what I need to hear from Mike once I put it. Once I, boom. What is your standard? You got to come yelling at me, dog. Like, it wouldn't do anything for me as a player, but like did because you didn't need to yell at me. Like, Bobby didn't yell. Bobby just talked. But like, I think Roger Gould is going to he said Tallahassee was turned last night on a fucking Thursday. with no students in, I know what was happening. I know what happened to this, man. I know exactly what happened, and I want to thank the co-eds of Tallahassee for this. I want to thank y'all. Thank you for your cervix, is what I want to say to some of the women that were there. Some of the local ladies. This man was at Bullwinkle's, probably getting topped off, getting some time of possession, learning about the intricacies and getting drunk. You know, he's from Utah, so you know he's only used to soaking. So like we've been like it's a whole different experience when you get to move. You can't get in trouble for the sex at Florida State. Like, matter of fact, you can get in trouble for not having sex in Tallahassee. Like, it's frowned upon on campus. Like, now even FAMU's adapted. Like, FAMU used to have those co-ed. The men's only and the women's only dorms. Now that shit's out the window. Now Florida State has been completely co-ed for quite some time. So he went over there, got a little time of possession. And then he went over to Club 10, walked down the street. They gave him some McDonald's, because that McDonald's on Tennessee Street has been popping for. That's the best. That's got to be the most highest grossing McDonald's in McDonald's history. The one that's right there on Tennessee, like that thing has been popping since I was in middle school. So like, and it's nothing's changed. It's never had to be torn down and rebuilt back up. It has been consistent. And then, man, that boy they took him over there and they did something strange to him. Now, the moon's not open like it used to be, so people don't go to the moon. Moon is a special events place now, and it was never Thursday nights was never a night at the moon. It was Wednesday night was college night when I was there. Saturday night was grown folks night. Friday night was actually the best night to go. They still do this. It's called Stetson's. Stetson's is the country music night. They be out there with their spurs and shit, but at midnight, even the pilgrims and the cowboys and the cowgirls let their hair down, take their hats off, and they booty shake for about an hour. They play all black music for about from midnight to about 1 a.m. And it gets down. They get some boot scooting boogie in and stuff like that. So that's why I be like, when y'all pilgrims, not y'all, but some of y'all be acting a little high sedated and highfalutin, be like, hey, didn't I see you at Stetson's that one time? And you was out there when they played the Cash Money taking over for the 99 and the 2000. You went out there with your spurs and you ran out there to the dance floor and it was twerking. We didn't call it twerk. What did they call it then? It wasn't twerking then. Oh, they was just trying to make it clap with wasn't much clapping back there. It was more waving, but trying to make it clap. But nah, man, that's what was going on. But that man said Tallahassee's turd. But then again, where is Utah State at? Because I have no idea where Utah State is. And I don't really know much about the geography of Utah, but I know Salt Lake City is an actual, like, more suburban. There's like 10 black people in Salt Lake City. Well, no, there's more, because if you take away the NBA team, there's 10 black people outside of the Jazz. But, like, the other places, you could probably go for miles and not see a black person in Utah. It's just not where we go. Like, not an African, I mean like a black, like an African American. That's right, it was. Oh, Logan North. That looks like there's no cotton. So I know black people aren't indigenous there in America. Is that desert?
No, it's not mountain.
It's mountain? Okay.
It's probably both. No. Yeah, this is Salt Lake City. And it's all the way up here.
Yeah. That's a pretty picture of the campus. Yeah, that looks nice. I just doesn't feel like it's just a lot of us. What's a good Utah meal? Like when you go out, when I go to Philly, I got to get a cheesesteak, right, or a pork sandwich. Like you go to Boston? Boston's got like the crab? No, Maryland's crab cakes. Boston's got seafood, clam chowder. You know, I don't really know. They don't eat baked beans. It was a candy for some reason, but I've never seen Boston people just eat baked beans. But it was the name of the candy.
I know.
Like, what is the Utah food?
I know they eat a lot of Jello in Utah.
A lot of Jello.
Yeah, and something called funeral potatoes. Potatoes, cheese, creamy soup, and crushed cornflakes.
I would jab somebody if they tried to sell me. Hey man, give me your native food out here, man. I'm starving. We'll get some funeral potatoes. Like, whoa, why is it so dark? And then they gave me some cornflakes and potatoes. Like, no, it's not what I want to do. It doesn't even look. That doesn't sound seasoned. All right, man, this man is in heaven right now. They gave him some honey fried chicken. This man ate a wing. He's like, wait, what is this? What is this witchcraft you've done to this wing? We eat our wings broiled. Why is it glowing? Just eat it, Raja Ghul. Just eat it. And he bites into it. And he's like, oh my God. He's like, so long fried rice. Hello, fried chicken. That's what he told him. So we'll see, man. Hopefully the kid comes up. I hope he has a blast. I don't care how much money you have. Recruiting visits are still going to always be fun, especially if women are involved. So I don't understand how you can be polygamous and not have no sauce or no swag or seasoning. Like, that just means you just, I mean, I guess if you get 3 3s and a 1, that equals a 10. So I guess they're just trying to get a dime by addition. I don't really know how it works, but like, I don't know. They got to be some pretty women. There's pretty women in Utah, right? I'm sure there's pretty women everywhere, but yeah. I don't know which one I would want more women or better food. I'm probably gonna go with better food all day. Like, you can I said, what am I? I'm 40, so I got 30 solid years of fucking left in me. After 70, I just want to eat. I mean, I'm until I get 70. Because I actually thought 40 was going to be like this was detrimental to your life. I thought your life was over until you become 40. And then I see a lot of old people in the lounge and stuff, and them cats be living their best lives in their older years, man. It's like, it almost makes me wish I could go redo it, slow down in my younger years so that I can truly enjoy my elderly years. But yeah, Chad said, have you seen Sister Wives? I haven't, but like, the only person right now who's got a couple bad women and they are behaving is Neo. And but I think they doing too much. Like, they taking pictures and singing songs and shit. Like, anytime people have to show out on the social media, that's when the relationship's in trouble. When I see the picture of outside of the intro, you introduce in the matching PJs. That's the new way to introduce somebody, and that's when it's real. Anything after the matching PJs, that means that relationship's in trouble. Somebody's cheating, somebody's ready to leave. Like, ladies, I'm just giving you free game by big game. You keep posting that, man, the dogs smell, the sharks smell blood in the water. Fellas, when we see you have all of a sudden acting like Travis Hunter, like your Facebook has matching, like you both are in the Facebook, you got caught. We know something happened, dog. Like, just you're not doing it for anybody else. Is that Neo? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's too much. Is she licking his head? All right, that's the main one. Or no, that's the one that's trying to get in, like know her place. I think the one right there with the head thing on, like in the blue, she knows she's secure. And the other one in the back, she's not here for a long time. She's here for a good time. But this one right here, she licked that man's bald head. I thought Neo was gay, so kudos to him. He still might be. But, still makes some good music, man. They got to play that with Champagne Life. Like, that just feels like Champagne Life is supposed to be like that's where he said, nice meal and a good wine. Definition of a good time. Ow. Like, this song makes you want to go do some shit. Charles said, Charles, no. Charles. Or you just got married. But you've been married for almost a year, Charles, so you straight, dog. Like, whatever, man. Anyways, go to the next thing. I don't even know how we got to that from Mormons.
But Caleb Lavalley had his official visit to FSU. I know, James, he was on your cap list.
Yep.
So shout out to him. He had 9 tackles in the Wasabi Fenway Bowl against UConn. So yeah, we're looking forward to him. Hopefully he signs and commits to us. But yeah, he had his official visit, and we're gonna cap off the official visit list with Tennessee wide receiver transfer Squirrel Wright. And he this is obviously a big potential player for us right here. He had 1,600 plus receiving yards over the last 3 seasons, so definitely could be used as a weapon for us. So
Definitely got more than what we got. I don't like Squirrel's height. Squirrel's a little diminutive. Is he same height as Mike, or is he just scrunched down right now?
oh, he got the Uggs on though. He got the house shoes on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mike is on he might just be Mike's on the curb, and he's coming out of the car. So
No, they're both on the curb.
They're both on. Okay. Well, Mike's not short, just Mike's petite. So like, we just need to get him with storms, get him eating. Played in the SEC, so should be. I mean, anybody's hopefully better than. Well, I actually think Malik Benson didn't get a chance to be used properly, but he's got to have more potential than Malik Benson. Yeah. So, but this do we have the defensive end? The Montre or the whatever his name is. He got one of them colored names, but I know I saw people post that, man. Now, Gerard put Mike been eating Utah. No, Mike took a diet. I told you, Mike's on a diet trying to eat healthy. And the only reason I know this is because I usually get the presidential suite on home games. And you know what's left over? A charcuterie board, always some Fiji waters. Now he drinks the diet beverages, and I don't do that. I want my sugar. But he always has the oatmeal pies. And they stop eating oatmeal pies. And that's what I really think. When I see Mike, I'm probably gonna go and ask if I could get interviews with all of the different coaches. But I definitely want to get a Mike Norvell interview. And I'm going to force Mike Norvell to eat an oatmeal pie. Like, we got to get back. I'm like, Mike, is it true, Coach Norvell, you cut out oatmeal pies out of your diet? And if he says yes, then damn it, you got to get back to the oatmeal pies. You know who ate oatmeal pies and was one of the greatest coaches of all time? Nicholas Saban. You don't stop doing what works. Is this the DN?
So this picture right here, what I showed you was Chris Murray. He's from Sam Houston State, but I think the one you're mentioning is the Coastal Carolina.
Yeah.
Right here, but nah, we got to get him. This dude's like a demon.
Yeah, man, I like him, man. Man, scroll in. I'm looking for a specific thing. Oh, hell yeah, he ugly than a motherfucker, man. Bring him in. I need him to say Tallahassee. Matter of fact, he just came in today?
I think this was yesterday.
He need to be here today. I need him to say, I need the Friday night treatment of Tallahassee with him.
Oh, no, this was today at 9:30.
Okay, I need to call. Listen, I know y'all be listening secretly and shit. Like, let's not be secretive. D-Ray, Ingram, what y'all need from me to get him in? Like, do y'all need somebody? Do we need him? Does he like old women? Do I need to get him in the old folks club? Do we need, like, what do we need from the city to make sure? Because, now if he can't play, we'll ship him out quickly. But like right now, he look like he looks like he's gonna like. We don't want him strong arming the vagina. Like, we need some willing women. Oh, he look like he gonna strong arm it. He gonna take it.
DeMonte Diggs, yeah.
Like, I don't want DeMonte taking it. Like, DeMonte, we don't want you gone. We can find you a willing participant, sir. We can, like, again, that's going to be one of my shirts I'm going to probably make is thank you for your cervix. Like, we need one. We need a young gal who's just willing to, hey, help out we need program builders. That's what we need, man. Like with
What
just,
is it? You look like you're just trying to get some breakfast.
No, that's right outside the
outside
stadium.
The more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are these random students taking these pictures, or is this like paparazzi? Like,
This is on War Chant, so
This is what I've tried. So this is where people who all right, man, y'all make sure if y'all clip this, y'all give them the full context, okay? Like, don't just be clipping shit. So when people call me and shit, then like
looks like he ain't ready for this picture.
he's not. So what happened? So this is why I tell people recruiting is weird. And this is why I always have to tell them, like, yo, watch where you at, because that right there is not far from the hood in Tallahassee. In particular, the hood that I grew up in. So I always tell them, like, yo, y'all be outside. Y'all talk real reckless for people who be outside all hours of the night taking pictures of little boys walking into the room.
Yeah,
like ain't no security out there like that, man.
It's like early in the morning, you didn't eat breakfast. Get some orange juice yet.
He got they got some chow at the hotel, but they haven't eaten breakfast.
Yeah.
No, bro, they are there at the butt crack of dawn.
Yeah.
It's worse when they're like when they got the jits there. Like when it's like camps and stuff like that. So that's why Trammell used to be like, yo, man, what the fuck wrong with y'all? Y'all like you just over here, you got cold in your eye, and you was out last night. And they out there just looking at you, ready to take pictures and shit. You're like, man, what? Like, that's why, they're doing their job. That's their job is like right now. That's probably got tons of views right now.
We got to put some stipulations on their job, some regulations.
They got to put the pictures up there for the people, and then they got to put the click here for more information from warchat.com. And the information is, oh man, he just can't. He's walking into the more. So like people are paying $10 a month for this shit. So like, and then they act like the $10 is like the last like $10 they ever had. But they're like, you didn't give us more pictures. I'm like, bitch, ain't nothing there but to take pictures. This kind of picture.
That is this picture of me confused from the morning. We had it.
He's trying to figure out what he's trying to do, dog. He's trying to process what happened last night and what's about to happen. Like he's trying to make life choices, and the camera's in his face.
And then he notices the camera.
Like he's walking, and then that's you hear the guy taking it. I'm gonna get this picture, and you look right into it. He's like, man, what the fuck wrong with you, man?
This house slippers on.
I'm just saying that looks like the fit that they give you. Like if it was all gray or all one color, that's the fit they give you when you're processing.
Yeah.
Like all it needs is numbers on it. And I need guys like that. I'm so fucking tired. If they tell me he's a good kid, I don't want him.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of good kids, man. I want great kids. Because again, good kids ain't great, and great kids ain't good. He gotta have some like that look right there. Look like he about to slap the shit out of somebody.
You gonna rob someone for a bicycle?
That's our camera. I'm just gonna keep it here, like yeah. Like if a kid, I'm gonna be honest with you, I will put it on. I will give them an NIL deal. If a kid comes in and says, "I said no fucking pictures," and he grabs a camera and he just smashes it down. That kid would be my first NIL deal. I would write him a check, like be like, you know what, I like you, like you retarded, but like I like that. I need those kind of guys on my team. But yeah, that kid looked like he could play a little bit, man. The squirrel had a bun on his head. Go back to the squirrel pick. The wide receiver. Like we need just that take care of their siblings because their old boy not around and their mama in Section 8. I need a guy who like goes to his mom. Here, mama, here's the doorbell or the door knocker. I had a house for you after this season. Like I need stuff like that, man. Like, again, like I need kids that just like realize that $200,000 is a lot of money. Yeah. Like, nah, I'm holding out for $1 million. Nah, 200. Yeah, where I sign 200,000 to hit people. Hell yeah, I hit whoever you want me to hit for 200,000. I hit you. Like, but that's what we need, man. We need some psychos, man. Like, Like, all right, man, hold on. Like, just we need some 2-parent household kids. We just need maybe the dad not around. But that is how it works though, man. It's creepier because they'll be there at night too. And they're gonna be there all day. All day, right there in the little perch. But around now, it's not hot, so it's cold right now, so they're gonna be in the sun. But when it's hot, there's a little shaded area. They'll sit in the shaded area, then they'll come right back outside, and they'll go back, and then they're gonna be looking at the phone, try to get information, and I'd be walking right by them into what the funny part is when they be like, oh, I don't know if that's true. Bitch, you're outside. I actually get to go inside. Like, they know me there. Like, they're not going to tell me no. And like, but they just be outside, man. It's just.
I got pictures too. How much is a picture of Tremel?
Like, but that's what I'd be like, yo, like, I can send you the picture if you want to.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what's that? It's like that tabloid place that people believe in now. That's
TMZ,
yeah. Like TMZ
but TMZ guys have pride.
What?
I'll tell you why they have pride. They're not out there. That motherfucker with TMZ, all he does is set up his camera. I've done TMZ before. They use Zoom. They're going to set up their Zoom. They got their little studio with people running back and around, and they're going to interview people about the stuff. They just pay, like, they're going to pay you to give them the documents. They're not going to be out there taking the picture. I mean, listen, dog. That's more what Jason Hayes puts that. What we need the dad around, but he works all the time and nothing impresses him. Like, we need the dad. If you're going to have a father, that's what I aim to be. There's only one television father that I aim to be like. Now, not him as the person, because he let a dude touch his dick in front of his wife and like didn't do shit about it but cry. But I want to be the dad from Everybody Hates Chris. Julius is the best dad ever, dog. Like the Father's Day episode where he was just like, I didn't know what to get you, Dad, so I paid the light bill. And he cried. He was like, this is the greatest gift anybody's ever given to me. He's like, man, you're good at this paying bill stuff, Chris. Matter of fact, you should pay a bill every month. All right, that's the dad that I want to be in life. But like, but yeah, that shit. But I like the fact that, again, are y'all happy right now? Is the better question, because everybody's been crying about they've been just looking up shit.
That's the first episode.
Yeah.
They get a meal and he splits the meal with the fries and the drink.
Yeah.
And burger between the kids.
Bruh, that shit used to be.
That's my favorite show.
That show was so crazy, dog.
That is poor. He split a value meal between like 4 kids. That is
that's wild. But they I'm liking the activity, man. A lot of people were bitching about they're not recruiting enough. They get 2 or 3 more high school kids. It's going to be a top 15 class, and they'll have one of the best portal classes. And that's just can some bitches win, huh? Chris can still win the bet. Actually, so they're in it for Ty Haywood, if I remember correctly. I don't think he's coming, but they're in it for him. And then there's another 4-star offensive lineman, because Solomon got bumped down to a 4-star that was committed to UCF. They bring those 2 in. I think Florida State has I don't know if it's top 5, but it's a top 10 online class. We'll see. I still just think that shit in of itself is fucking hilarious.
Do this job. I can write an article about a recruit who's not.
Bro, you can. Like, I'm telling you, and this is why they be getting so mad. I'm like, dog, like, it's not even that. That's not where the money comes from, right? So it comes from talking about the kid. You can write now an article.
Like, what if?
So let me show you.
What if he comes here?
As a guy who has that was doing this for a little bit, but then stopped because y'all be too hungry for shit, and then sometimes there's no news.
Make it up.
That's what they do. So here's the blueprint. Hungry kid comes to Florida State from that's the Coastal Carolina kid, right? Kid looks like he was serving time in the Coastal Carolina prison that comes to visit from Florida State. Talk to Mike Norvell. Says he's looking to be able to come here. Just make up something. Then you post the stats. You know what it is? It's a bunch of 250 to 500 word essays.
Yes.
So it's not even the 750 or the 1,000 word or even 2,000 word. 2,000 word essays get you. It's too much. 250 to 500 perfect site. You know what that is? That is a fucking Facebook post.
Yeah.
So you put the Facebook post up there with the picture that you just took of the kid rolling out of bed, doesn't know where he's got there. Boom. Put it on your site, say for $5. I'm not even saying $10. For $5, you can find out whatever you want to find out. Then what happens is tune in more for updates. And then you just put another picture that you took of the same morning, just from a different angle, and say updates on Prison Bay. And then you put on there and you're just like, he just ate lunch at the cafeteria. And that's your update. Or even better, the update is I have no updates at this time.
I'm reading this article and I'm realizing this is nothing but like anime fan fiction. So what if this guy, there's no concrete evidence besides they've been involved for a long time and now we have new coaches. So maybe.
Tune in next time on this episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
but check. So, and you know what's the craziest part? You know what's going to happen in 3 years? None of us is going to remember this kid's name.
Oh, yeah.
Not anything to like, no disrespect, but like, I don't know half the people in my recruiting class. Right. So I know fans don't know that. And that was like 22 years. You ain't going to remember none of this shit.
Exactly. Especially not this article.
And but just in the moment right now, it makes money. As my guy Chad Scott said, there are 3 things that are going to always make money on the internet. And if you can figure out how to combine all 3 of them, you'll be a trillionaire. Niche porn, gambling and gambling advice, recruiting. He's like, if you figure out how to combine all 3 of those, some legal manner, but even when you look at the way that some of the recruiting, not now, I'm telling you, as a guy who's going to get into 7-on-7, check. Look at how the pictures they take of these boys. They sweating, they glistening with them little ass shorts, tight shirts with their stomach showing, like, because they don't ever just pull it down. They got it showing a little bit. They got little hats on their head, and they over there touching on each other. That is softcore gay porn, dog. Like, if you can't tell, underage softcore gay porn is what it looks like with some of the pictures and the way they be describing their measurables. That's damn near like Jerry Jones was talking with Jamie Foxx. And nobody sees anything wrong with this.
Yeah, we just went past that.
Because sports is the only time it's acceptable to say borderline gay shit and nobody bothers you. I told y'all, we're about to get into the season where I tell y'all real live lived experiences where I had to walk in my fucking drawers through a sea of old ass white men that were undressing me with their eyes. It was fucking uncomfortable, man. And they yell out your measurables. You step on that, they like, here. And you literally, like, you're in tights. You're not in anything else but your drawers. And you imagine right now your whole life, the most important job interview of your life right now, all of you listening right now, imagine the most important job interview of your life. You had to do it in your skivvies. You had to do it in your drawers. The whole interview.
I'd be a lot further along in life.
Like, a lot of y'all get uncomfortable with a guy undressing you at the bar. Some of you ladies, but imagine, ladies, not the fellas. I don't know. I hope those guys aren't. But then again, did you know that Tupac met Queen Latifah at a gay bar in San Francisco?
That fits. Why was he there?
That's what I keep trying. That's why I say, because there is no in between. You're either gay or you're straight as a male. Yeah. You can still like women, but you just gay. Yeah. Like the man's a gay thespian. But you over there, they over there undressing you. They're like, oh my God. Greg Jones, 2003, not draft, was the draft, but pro day. 2004 pro day. He didn't want the attention. He didn't want to take his shirt off. Like he did the workout in a baggy shirt, right?
Why?
And like, so his agent Roosevelt comes over and says, "Hey, take the shirt off." I don't want to take the shirt. Take the fucking shirt off. Right. And I kid you not, I was embarrassed for these grown ass men. This man takes his shirt off. Now, Greg's abs, each ab is this big. And he's got like 8 of them bitches. Like, I don't even know how that shit just grow. It just, Greg, if they did a DNA of my ancestry, is gotta be 99.987% African. Like, fresh off the boat, gullet. Like, there is no, he is pure. They need to study his bloodline for like how, like, you know, how they got field Negroes. Greg is just pure, unadulterated field Negro. Like, he looked like, but like how I said the other ones look like blackface caricatures. He's the blackface caricature that you would want to look like. Like, but anyways, he's got a body straight up. Those are male goals. But when he did this, oh my God. People just came they came out of trees. They came everywhere to take pictures of Greg with his shirt off. And he was just like, he didn't want no attention. But now, if I looked like fucking Greg Jones, even now I saw Greg at the practice in Jacksonville. I'm never owning a shirt. Yeah. You can't force me to put a shirt on because you can't fight him. I've seen him. He slapped a teammate with a fucking coffee table. Like a coffee table, a sturdy ass fucking coffee table. He picked it up like it was like a toothpick, like a baseball bat, swung the shit, and knocked somebody the fuck out. I was there what he did to Dexter Reed. I was on the field. I blocked my guy. Boom. Okay. That's the guy they said was one of the hardest hitting safeties in America. Oh shit, Greg running right at him. This is finna be interesting. And he hit him. I was like, yo. Like, he hit a man in his helmet. His head, it was so much force or power that his head went through the helmet, but it was still buckled up. I don't know how that happened. Like, the helmet was on the ground, fully strapped, but it was off of his head. He had to have a helmet on before he hit him. And that bitch flew in the air. Like, you can see they got a still shot of it somewhere. Like, they got the still shot and we had the helmet coming off of him. And you see his eyes and he's like this. And like his soul left his body for a little bit. And the entire North Carolina sideline was just like, oh my God. It was like in wartime, if you ever saw somebody. All right, think about one of my favorite scenes in Troy when Achilles goes and fights the champion for the other side, and he kills him, and then everybody else on their side like looking like, oh my God, he did it so fast. That's what North Carolina sideline looked like. He killed our champion. That's what Greg Jones killed their champion. But and Chris Davis is the only reason that guy did not go into orbit. Because he that's so fucked up. Greg knocked the motherfucker out into our teammate and damn near knocked our teammate out. It's crazy. But yeah, that's actually the day right there.
See, who's behind them in the long white beard?
I can't see. I can blow the picture up. I don't know who that is. That's basically, yes.
He's got basketball shorts on.
Bruh. Our dress code was so egregious back then, dog. Like, it made no sense, dog. Like, it made absolutely no sense, dog. But like, look at the fucked up part about it. Man, look at this shit. I blocked for this guy. He weighed more than me. Like, you know how they got the skeletal, the muscle charts? You just look at him. Everything is defined. Like, you can see all the fucking muscle lines, man. Yeah. It's fucked up because it's almost like how it's fucked up because now I needed this. This helps me. Because I know I played on the same field as this guy, didn't play as long as him, achieve heights. So this helps me become a better father. Because I'm sitting here looking at fucking Bryson Wright, wondering what have I done wrong as a father? Because he's only 3 years older than my son, and it ain't shit that I know. I know he ain't looking like that. Now Bryce B5 don't look like that either, but I'm just saying he can't do what B5 do. So I'm sitting here like, yo, but I'm sitting here like, okay, well, I was on the field with motherfuckers like this that look like creative players. It makes you mad at God. Like, what was you doing, dog? Like, why was you sprinkling all the shit over there, man? And like, you didn't leave nothing for me. But nah, man. But that was crazy. He was a good man. Shit, man. Had a hell of a career.
You know, we got to shout out our girl, Tania, for going off like she always does. So if you guys did not know, the FSU women's basketball team played Virginia Tech yesterday, and Tania went off. She had 40 points, 5 assists, 5 steals, 1 block, and 3 rebounds.
She had a block?
Yeah, she had a block.
Okay.
She's only the second D1 player in the last 5 years with 40 points, 5 assists, and 5 steals in a game. Shout out to her. Keep doing your thing, Tania. Keep putting on for FSU women's basketball, and hopefully y'all do well for the rest of the season and hopefully the March Madness tournament. So keep doing y'all thing. So next we gonna go into.
Is she a senior this year?
Let me look.
Because girls can't leave until they graduate, right? Or can they leave for
I
WNBA
think it's either
earlier?
3 or I know it's a minimum of 3 years, but she's a junior.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
I hope we give her a bag. Let her stay in there longer. We need to value some of our female athletes more. We can't just all be lusting over area 50. Area was it? Damn, was it 51? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can't just be lusting over our girl Michaela. We gotta. I mean, she's one to lust after. Michaela Edenfield.
Oh, the softball player?
Softball player.
Oh, okay.
We gotta send some of that love over here to our girl right now. My man said, does she have teammates? No. Yes, their job. This is us coaching them. All right, listen, guys. Here's the thing. Tonight, she shoots. If she misses, you get the rebound. And you pass it back to her so she can shoot again. Like, that's it. Like if somebody scored, what are you doing? That is not our offense. Our offense is pass her the ball and let her do. And if she decides it's okay for you to score, did you say that was good? Did you say that was cool? Okay, all right. But she said it was cool. So you're not in trouble today, but you're on thin ice, ma'am. She's something to watch, man. That's dope. But good stuff. We're a women's basketball school.
Facts. So now we're gonna transition into the college football playoffs that happened this weekend. First, we got the Texas versus Arizona State game. Now, I know we talked about Caleb Laverly being one of the caps on your radar, James, but man, as you say, Skeeta B was he was going off. So he had 42 passing yards, 1 passing touchdown, 143 rushing yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and 99 receiving yards. If you guys didn't know, he was the MVP of the Peach Bowl, even though his team lost.
Last time I saw that, Willie Reed was the MVP of the Orange Bowl that we lost to Penn State. But he they have to turn it in in the third. They don't wait till the end of the game if they feel like it's a clear person. But that's a cold ass. I almost called him something else. I don't know what to call it. He needs a category in of himself. One thing I love, man, I love a white ass running back, boy. That's how a white man runs the ball. You gotta get that stone cold for longest yard there. Have you seen the family talk about him? His story?
His family?
Yeah.
No.
It's fucking insane. He would he was very productive in high school in the Sacramento area. Nobody recruited him though, because again, this is a safe space, right? This is talking for real. He faces challenges that other people, I used to tell my running back Cole Mazza, so I hate to say this to you, but nobody's coming to the state of Florida to recruit a white running back. You got to be 2 times better than the black running back in order to get what you need to get, son. It is true. I told him that his family could not wrap their mind around that white men would not want their son because he's white and a running back. Cole Mazza was toe-to-toe with Derrick Henry in this area. I had a running back run for 800 yards. No, just over 1,000. He had 10 D1 offers. Cole ran for damn near 2. It had none. He had to go to Stetson. This kid ran for over 3,500 yards, I believe, in his last 2 years, or it might have been his senior year. And the only offer he had was Sacramento State. So he went there, and then that's when he moved up. But his mom was he would put on his older brother's shoulder pads and helmet and run into telephone poles as a kid. He's demented.
Yeah.
But I love it. He's going to be the guy who almost made the Madden cover with the Arkansas. Is it Peyton Hillis?
Yeah.
That almost died. Actually, he's a hero. Saved his niece and nephew from a riptide.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he went in there, saw him. And he was he could have saved the niece, but did not see the other one. So he swam further out, grabbed him, came back, and he was in a coma for a little while, but came out of it. Yeah. But I like this dude right here. And I also like this new thing that they're doing, making the pictures, making them look like little people. It's cute. Funko Pop action figures. I'm just a big fan of this cap. That's a cold ass picture right there. God damn. Who is this guy from Texas? Is that 10? Or this white on white violence has got to stop. This man literally, that is crazy. That is a crazy stiff arm. That's some superhero shit. That's Marvel action figure type shit right there. Hang that in the Louvre.
Yeah, I just wanted to show the win probability chart right here. Just shows how volatile it was towards the end of the fourth quarter, going into overtime. You can see with all the black arrows right here pointing at the dips the team took. But man, it was very down to the wire game. Went to second overtime. The final score was 39-31. Texas pulled through, but they might have to. I don't know if they can even do this during this part of the season, but their kicker, man, he was selling Auburn 1 for 3 for field goals. His longest was 22 yards. The game could have been packed away before the second overtime if he would have capitalized on his
Somebody
kicks.
texted me, said, because they know I'm a big Dilly. Big Dilly. I got to get Dilly on. I'm a big Dilly fan since he's been at Florida State. Kenny Dillingham, head coach of Arizona State. And he's like, why isn't he kicking field goals? I'm like, they don't have a field goal kicker. This man literally roasted his field goal kicker after a press conference and said, we're doing tryouts at school. Anybody from Arizona State that can come kick with us. So it was just he just hasn't had what he needs to have. But I tell you what, man, y'all, if this doesn't shit in the face of that bullshit SEC narrative, they should have lost this game. Georgia shouldn't have been in the bye. It was plenty of reasons why the SEC is, and I've told y'all on this channel, the SEC is not the best conference in football. They just have had the best team. The Big Ten is the best conference in football. And when you look at what happened, Like right now, we have basically three. Notre Dame's an ACC team, but they play a Big Ten type football schedule. You have three Big Ten teams and a fucking one SEC team that got their asses whooped by the Big 12. It should have lost. But yeah, what else we got from this game?
So a lot of people in the chat, shout out to Bryson, Ray, and Jarrett Williams. They mentioned this targeting call, and I added it in the notes when I was making the show outline. And I wanted to get your opinion on this, James, to see if this was indeed targeting or not. So let me replay it for you.
Oh, that's with the helmet.
Ooh, that was bad.
Yeah, that's literally that wasn't called.
No, I don't think. I think this is a lot.
Is a helmet if nothing else is down, but this is targeted. He doesn't have a chance to defend. He doesn't make a football move. It's crowning the helmet. This is what they. This is ESPN. This is why people believe ESPN has a thing because they know that this should have been called. That guy should be out of the game. By the way, I hate targeting as a penalty in general. I miss football like this. But if you're gonna have it, then why not? Like, you need to call that shit. So yeah, that's targeting.
Yeah, it was a no call in. A lot of people were upset during that, obviously because of the state of college football, but obviously just it being the first playoff game and the first playoff game for Texas, and it was, I don't know, it's just it's like you said, the SEC has this narrative about them, and even just beyond that, like we talk about like Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, and you see all the no calls they have on Twitter and everything like that. It's just people don't really make this stuff out of nothing, but this targeting or negligent targeting call happened during the fourth quarter with around a minute and 10 seconds left when the game was tied up. So this was a very, very big call. And just get well soon to the Arizona State player. And that's just unfortunate that happened. But who did you have winning this game, James? Texas or Arizona State?
I picked Arizona State. I actually picked all the underdogs to win. I was obviously wrong about Boise State. But yeah, this game right here, Arizona, I was looking bad at first. I didn't finish the game, but Arizona State, fought valiantly. But this is further proof of why you don't need it to be a Big Ten SEC invitational. I've always said the top 1 to 2 teams in every conference can compete with anybody on any given day. And I actually think the layover, the bye, hurt more teams than it helped. So, but all in all, I've thoroughly enjoyed college football this offseason. I don't know what anybody's complaining about. I don't think it should be 12-team playoff, but I have enjoyed it, though.
Speaking of enjoyment, shout out to Florida, or specifically Miami's own Jeremiah Smith of Ohio State. Now, before we get to this BTA session we just gonna highlight this freshman phenom who's been doing his thing on the football field. Now, if you guys did not know, Jeremiah Smith is the wide receiver 1 for Ohio State. So Ohio State beat Oregon 41-21. Excuse me. Will Howard went 17 of 26 for Ohio State with 319 yards in the air and 3 passing touchdowns. Trayvon Henderson, the running back for Ohio State, had 2 touchdowns with 8 carries for 94 yards. And the big fish, obviously big, Jeremiah Smith, freshman phenom, 7 receptions, 187 yards and 2 touchdowns. Emeka Ogboku had 5 receptions, 72 yards, 1 touchdown as well. But man, this kid is crazy. He said this right before the game, and look what happened. He said, quote, "So I'm just letting everybody know right now that if you play man on Wednesday, we're taking a shot." And Will Howard took some shots, and he feasted during this game. What do you have to? Is Jeremiah Smith the top 3 wide receiver this year in college football?
Yes, I think the two freshmen were this is why I have a problem with the stat of snaps played. Can we, as a family, do our own unofficial poll here? We can put this on Twitter. We can put this anywhere. Like, I really don't give a fuck. You taking him or Travis Hunter at wide receiver? So I know who the fuck I'm taking. Him.
Bigger,
faster, stronger,
better route runner.
better. Like, it's just everything is better. That's why I don't understand why would he win the Biletnikoff when there's better receivers than him. I'm taking Ryan Williams over Travis Hunter too. Might take Ryan Williams over JJ, but it's just me. Just but Ryan Williams is a little younger. Is a whole year younger than JJ. So like JJ is the truth. It's why everybody wanted him. And he did it against that's the best defense with no quarterback. Ain't nobody, like, again, as much as we can joke about Shadur can throw the ball like a quarterback, just takes too many sacks sometimes. But like all day long, I'm like, that quarter was it Will Howard as the quarterback? Yeah. Don't mind what fucking Will Howard. I don't think Travis is more sudden than Jeremiah, maybe, but he's not faster than him. But like Jeremiah Smith is a true wide receiver one. And to be honest with you, there should be a rule where you can hit the draft in a year. If like everybody's draft board, like if you because right now to go to the combine, or it used to be, you have to be on 75% of all teams' draft board to get invited to the combine. If you can be on 70, there's no way he's not on 75% of the team's draft board, right? Yeah. He should be able to leave. He's ready, right? He is being in college doesn't help him anymore. But goddamn, that boy is the truth. I ain't even gonna hold you, dog. That motherfucker is bigger, faster. He's a bully. God forbid Ohio. And Ohio State's like right now would be my pick to win it.
Yeah, I was looking at it. We're going to talk about the updated bracket here in a little bit, but I really do think Ohio State does have.
That's who Texas plays, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, shit. As one of my teammates, C. Murray. Ooh, tit. Ooh, tit. Shit. That motherfucker right there. Boy.
But the infographic y'all see on the top of the screen, he had that stat line with 10 minutes left in the first half. He had 161 yards, 5 receptions, and 2 touchdowns.
Watching this man abuse kids while I was about to abuse my kids for getting on my nerves and Dave & Buster's. It was just wasn't. I got there at the same time that the game started at Dave & Buster's. I bought my kids a little pass so they can go play and shit. I sat down. I ordered me some chicken tenders and a drink. And my drink didn't even get to me before they were up 14. It was just one of the things like this shit getting out of hand real quick. Where's Big Dave at? Is he around? Like this, the good son sucks too right now. So like, but yeah, man.
So we got some film on one of his touchdown passes. So yeah, I just want to play this for y'all. James, give a little breakdown of what you see Jeremiah Smith doing. And yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this film breakdown right quick.
Oh shit. He's 4, right?
Yeah.
Oh God, go back. Oh my God. Do you see the DB is in trouble? Oh, he's lost. So you see, go man. Listen, can we?
I'll slow
and here, bro. Oh, this is aggravating. You know what's the worst part? The worst technique on this film is the quarterback. All right, let's play it. He got him here. He runs the corner, post, boom. So he is like, he's like, help me, God. No, Lord, he's on me. And then boom, right now, ball should be delivered. Boom, right now, boom, pause. And like he's throwing it not like it's not even a good lead because you're going to see there's going to be somebody that catches up to it. He puts it on a rope right here. Jeremiah turns straight up the field and it's a touchdown anyway. So from what I'm looking at this angle. So, but let's push play, finish it out. So you see how long it hangs up there? So go back. Like we don't have to go all the way back. Well, that's fine. We can just let it roll. I'll tell you when to pause it. Boom. So if he throws it here, it's a touchdown. Like right to him, but right. So pause. So you clearly have this deep. There is some kind of version of zone. This guy's able to bail and to come back and get it. And because it hangs up so long, you're allowing this DB to be able to come back across and make the play too. Had he just fucking thrown it, like you see how much space is right there? You could have put that shit on a rope and he would have been able to beat everybody. But man, fuck that. Again, Travis Hunter is legit, but he's not better than this kid. And if I can say he's legitimately not better than this kid, like, do we have what's JJ Smith's numbers? Like, was he over a stack?
Yeah, I actually just had it. He has 70 receptions. Let me pull this up right quick. I just was looking at it. He has, 70 receptions. I believe 14 touchdowns. It's either 14 or 12. Excuse me, chat. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm looking up his stats right now for
So I don't know what he did last game. No, yeah, because Ohio State didn't have a bye. They played last week, right?
I got it right here, the stats. So 70 catches, 1,224 receiving yards, and 14 receiving touchdowns.
All right, so he was under 1,000 before the season ended.
Mm-hmm.
And here's why he was complaining. So 5 catches, 35 yards against Michigan. 3 catches, 34 yards against Indiana. Like, that's your quarterback's fault and programming fault. But like, this kid is not like I can't, if I can say clearly that you're not better, like a guy's not better than him, then how is he a Heisman Trophy winner? I think sometimes the argument is they put two people, like it's kind of like presidential voting. Like, oh well, Hillary's better than Trump, or Trump's better than anything's better than this person, but you only got 2 people to vote for. Well, why don't we expand the fucking voting?
Yeah, the false dichotomy.
Yeah, like, okay, maybe he is better than Genty. But maybe there's 2 or 3 other people who are clearly better than these 2 that should be in the fucking conversation. And you can't bring the numbers in because you put Jeremiah Smith up there. You're taking Jeremiah Smith number 1 over all of them cats. Or you're clearly just playing favorites and you're fucking drunk. And that ain't even including how'd you say his name? Enigma?
Mm-hmm.
Bro.
And they got the Ole Miss running back too from last year, and he's
nice.
I probably ain't never seen somebody's speed jump out to me like
this is gonna make me. We had a chance to get him, but we didn't like his character. That's fucked up. Like, fuck character.
He was too hip hop, like Mike Tomlin.
He had some shit, locker room shit, but like you can figure that out. You know what fixes locker room problems? Winning. You know what, Lane? If you'd have kept his ass, your ass probably would be in the fucking college football playoff. You bum. Or bump, not a bum. I actually like Lane Kiffin. I don't want it to come off wrong, but like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'm glad I ain't got to play him.
We got the same touchdown, just a different angle.
Yeah, because I don't want to. Maybe I'm judging Will Howard too harshly.
But yeah, the highlight of this was Pat McAfee,
commentator.
Yeah, commentator.
One person.
Will Howard, time. Oh, no, Jeremiah Smith's wide ass open. And we talk about the post slant move. It's
I love Pat McAfee, by the way.
Will Howard,
he is
time.
every man.
Oh, no, Jeremiah Smith's wide ass open.
Like, you're not supposed to wait that long for the ball, by the way, people. Hey, man, if somebody put Skeeter Baby is better than now you watch your goddamn mouth, Till, dog.
Wow.
Skeeter Boo is not better than Genty. He is good, though.
So I know we always talk about the BTA celebration. Yeah, so I'm
fuck it. Beat my ass and then like don't stop me from stop me with this. Youth, no. High school, no. These guys are paid athletes. Fuck all that. Fuck your feelings. You don't like it, don't get your ass.
Don't go to Oregon for no shoe deal, man. Real BIS shit. Hey, that's in America. Hey, BIS, not a song.
Nah, this is why I don't like it. Bitch, just stay your ass in your uniform. Oh, this is cool on this sideline.
Don't go to Oregon for no shoe deal, man. Real
Oh,
BIS.
no.
Hey, that's in America. Hey,
cool.
But did
BIS,
y'all
not a-
peep what he said? He said,
Don't go to Oregon to get no shoe deal.
yup.
Hey. What's fair? That's more disrespectful than the belt part. Hey, man. I as a guy, I'll send you the video if you want to make this an edit. As a guy who has said reckless shit on live TV, we played Notre Dame in 2003. Notre Dame had been talking about how soft we were. And I had I had 8 card offs personally. Like we tracked knocking people the fuck out of the game, getting their ass off the field. And I was whispering wording into that, say they called us soft. They had 8 card offs. Like we was knocking them the fuck. We beat the fuck out of Notre Dame. It's me and Lorenzo Booker on TV, and I'm doing that. So you don't like it, whoop my ass. But that's the problem. I wouldn't be talking if you could whoop my ass. Shit. At that level, no, I don't have no sympathy. Looking for sympathy, it's in the dictionary between shit and syphilis. And that's the problem. That was a good old-fashioned woodshed ass whooping. I loved it. It's good stuff.
Transitioning into the Sugar Bowl game, it got moved from from Wednesday to Thursday because of the New Orleans.
Have you seen the video of that shit?
Yeah.
They came the other side of Bourbon Street. I thought they came where everybody kind of starts off with but I guess it looked like he drove toward the front of Bourbon Street from the back. It was crazy. They showed the people who saw it and just barely got back into the place. Really? Yeah. Man, you know what? I just thought about it, man. This man just fucked it up. One person can fuck it up for everybody. Because now the Super Bowl the security is going to be so much tighter. It's not going to be any fun. Damn.
Speaking of not fun, Georgia did not have fun playing against Marcus Freeman and Notre Dame.
Maybe you should. Maybe. Hypothetical. If your quarterback is injured, you should not be in the college football playoff. Is that if only there was an example of a team being held out so that we could stop seeing these blowouts. If only there was something where a case study where a conference champion was held out of a game because they lost their starting quarterback. And they didn't have competent quarterback play. Damn, where did we see this before? Shit, that's crazy. They lost to an ACC team, too. Shout out to Notre Dame.
Oh, I got you right here. Yeah, this game, was it even I mean, their second string gunner Stockton 20 for 32, 234 yards in the air, 1 touchdown. But you guys see the score. They lost by 23 points. And one of our money move segment for today starts with this fact right here. Since Notre Dame is in the independent conference, or they don't have a conference, they made $14 million from the every team that made the college football playoff semifinal has earned $14 million in payouts for their conferences. As an independent, Notre Dame's win over Georgia just put the Fighting Irish at $14 million, all for themselves. This is our money move segment. So James, man, how sweet is this $14 million just for them?
Oh, it's good. I mean, that's one of the benefits of them being independent and having the name brand and recognition that they have. But it's a risk, right? But it's also, it comes out and it's a reward for them. So all they have to, so if they lost, they had a 2-loss Notre Dame team doesn't get in. We have other 2-loss teams, right? So shout out to Marcus Freeman. I feel sorry for his wife. I know she's got he's got like 7 kids. Like, that white woman got that snapper though. Her bounce back is crazy for as many kids as they have. Like for her to be that small still, like, I don't know what's in her DNA, but I just figure every great promotion he's had, he puts a kid in her. So like them going this high, they got to put a kid in there. So like but yeah, so yeah, he's trying to get paid, and you know, kudos to Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame's defense is really, really good. But I think both quarterbacks are going to be mid in this next game coming up. All the quarterback play is going to be pretty mid. But it goes back to our point last year. You don't need great quarterback play. You need competent quarterback play. And I really believe this further makes me believe that if Florida State would have had the opportunity last year, with the NFL caliber players they had on offense, Florida State might have made a run, even in spite of the quarterback. But yeah, it's wild. But kudos. But I'm so happy that this happened to Georgia, because it couldn't happen to anybody better. As much shit as they talked.
Yeah, so I want to read you some of the team stats. Similar total yardage. Georgia actually had more with 296 total yards, while Notre Dame had 240 total yards. But like you always say, when they have similar yards, you always got to look at the turnovers. So Georgia had 2 fumbles lost. They also had 5 penalties, resulting in 36 yard worth of deducted yards. They had 62 rushing yards compared to Notre Dame's 150, and Georgia actually had 234 passing yards compared to Notre Dame's 90.
They beat y'all ass running a fucking wing tee. They beat the SEC belt to ass doing it the way that the SEC would do it. Miss me with the best conference. You got out physicaled. Because one thing I will say about Georgia, regardless of all of this stuff, and the reason why they were able to put up that amount of yards, is they have athletes everywhere. This is what recruiting number one gets you. You know what? It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. You know what's sustainable? Where did Riley Leonard come from? Damn sure wasn't recruited to fucking Notre Dame. Top 2 wide receivers wasn't recruited to Notre Dame. Some of their best defensive players not recruited to Notre Dame out of high school. Went to play a team and got their ass fucking whooped. Like, I'm just saying, man, like, sometimes you just gotta like kudos to them. Like, Kirby did not have it prepared. I know it's some racists that came. I saw somebody post. It had to be a troll account, but I know it's some people say they got outcoached by a black. And one of the worst ones, the ones that Dakar women and breed with them, giving them those half-breds, those half-bred Nagras.
Yeah, I wanted to read you some of the scoring possessions by Notre Dame that is a little bit unconventional, I would say. So they had 3 made field goals from 40 plus yards, a kickoff return touchdown, 4 sacks, multiple takeaways, and no more than 10 points allowed. No other FBS team this century has done all that in any single game, and shout out to Opta Stats for getting this. But yeah,
4 sacks against one of the best recruited offensive lines, top to bottom. Like, people keep telling me you got it. It's to recruit the trenches. Recruit the trenches. I don't know. I mean, because maybe I'm fucked up. Because maybe Georgia.
While you're looking that, I'm going to play this of one of the crucial sacks that led a score for Notre Dame. I'm going to share this with you all right now so you can see. All right. So here it goes.
It matters. Like, you have to recruit better out of high school is what everybody fucking complains. But look at these recruits. Can we see that picture? Like, just look at this, guys. Look at these tackles. This is where I say the phrase, could you at least pinch the bitch? Like, look at the guy over there, like he's playing flag football up there, the left tackle. That is not optimal. Hell, the backup quarterback was his Gunner Stockton. Gunner can't even focus on the fact that his backside's about to get reamed because his front side, because he's looking at this motherfucker from his front side because the right tackle ain't blocking the bitch either. Look, this, because everybody's like, if you don't recruit them if you don't recruit them in high school, man, you're not doing it right. You're just not doing it right. And that's why we're not Georgia, is what the cries were. This is why we're not Georgia. James, we got to get it done in high school, man. We're not getting it done. And that's why we can't compete. Hey, man. So I say all them top guys, you know what Notre Dame went out there with? 3-star, 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 3-star. It's almost like scheme and coaching matters more than fucking recruiting. That's not saying Notre Dame doesn't have top guys. Notre Dame has been putting up recruiting classes. Those guys got their ass whooped by guys who were less than. And a mix of portal guys. Again, shut the fuck up for what it used to be like. And again, it's like one of my favorite shows, The Wire. You see, the thing about the old days is them was the old days. Now it's a new day. You got to know how to coach these kids up. You got to find scheme and style fit, and that's how you win ball games. It ain't no more brain than that. It's smart. It's just chill the fuck out.
Yeah, if you go on
Notre Dame was +1.
If you go on ESPN and go on the Gamecast and you scroll all the way down, you should be able to see the ESPN bet odds. But like you mentioned, winning games, we're going to talk about someone who did not win the game. We touched on this on Wednesday's show, I believe, but Jalen Milroe, and obviously him in Alabama losing to Michigan in the ReliaQuest Bowl. But he has been making headlines for another reason. He has declared for the NFL 2025 draft. Now, before we get into this, James, I want to read you his stats throughout his college tenure at Alabama. So he's played 4 seasons with Alabama, starting from 2021 to 2024. So he has 6,016 passing yards, 45 touchdowns, and then 20 interceptions. On the ground, he has 1,577 yards and 33 touchdowns. So, James, what's your prediction of Jalen Milroe going into the draft? Where do you think his stock will be placed?
He's a third day guy. This doesn't make any sense, what he's doing.
Do you think he should stay one more year at Bama or hit the TP?
Honestly, that's true. I'll tell you what, like, I'm feeling better about Thomas Castellanos, but you give me this guy. This guy would be perfect for, like, here's a guy, and I get it, Thomas Castellanos got 2 years. And to be honest with you, man, fuck these kids' feelings, man. And this is nothing against him. Bring in the best. Take a waiver on him. Or if Thomas doesn't like it, hit the fucking portal. You know why? Here's a guy who played in a college football playoff a year ago in a system that was run first and that threw the ball. And he was it was almost 4-1 if we did it right the other day, right? Or was he 3? I know he was at least 3-1. But I want to say he was 24-6. Touchdown to interception ratio last season.
He had 23-6.
23-6, so almost 4-1.
And he had 12 rushing touchdowns.
And so that fits this system at Florida State. He come to Florida State, bro. We get in the college football playoff with this system. He is Cam Newton. Like, time out. He's the closest to Cam Newton that we've seen in college, like recently. He's much better fit than Thomas. And then you have the seller to Thomas. Hey, you got this next year. Because he's got 2 years. But going to the NFL, I mean, listen, dog, do you think maybe Philly takes a waiver on him? Teams that can wherever he goes, he has to sit. And like if you're not a guy who you know is going to get drafted first round and come in, why do it? Now I'm gonna be honest, you know where he could also go? They're not gonna. They'll win the same amount of games. They'll have the same exact record, but they'll be telling lies, elite lies. Go to Miami. There's schools that can take him that will enhance his stock. He doesn't need to go right now. But to me, if I'm Miguel Blanco, I'm going and hitting him up. I'll be like, hey man, come on over here. Let's get you right. You don't need to go right now. And who's the top quarterback in next year's class? This is Arch was Arch would be the top quarterback next year. This is Arch's second year, right? He's a redshirt freshman.
I believe, yeah.
I would come because the problem is he doesn't fit Bama's system. They want him to be something that he's not. And O'Brien, do we play Boston College next year? Because he could beat his coach that told him that he wasn't a quarterback. Because Bill O'Brien said, bitch, you were.
I was just about to ask you that. So what are your thoughts on Bill O'Brien telling him that? And
in theory, Bill told him nothing wrong. Bill told him the truth. For him. And a lot of times, a lot of us just look at a situation. I just want to go here. I want to go here. Man, fuck all of that. Fuck your heart. This is business. Like, for example, my son's a quarterback and we run the wing tee at Florida State when he comes out. You know where he's not going? He's not going to Florida State. If he's a defensive end that's 6'1", 240, you know where he's not coming? He's not coming to Florida State in the 3-3-5 system. He doesn't fit it. It's not that he doesn't like the school. It's just that he doesn't fit it, and this is business. You got to go where you fit and where your style makes you successful at. Far too often, people just want to try to you should go here because you're no. That ain't how this works. But give me Jalen. Hey, Jalen, what do we need to do, bro? Talk to me. Talk to Uncle James. Uncle James will figure it out for you, champ. Like, if you need, do I need to make the connection? Because I don't have no, but like, if you talk to me, I'll get you right there, dog. So, but I don't, if you were my son, I would say this because it sounds better than you're hitting the portal, I guess. But I'm trying to entertain. I know I'm not coming back to Bama. Maybe that's what he should have said. But I don't think your draft stock is I don't think your draft stock's that high. Just my opinion. But go ahead. Oh, you're good. Like, no, because if he answers, I want his opinion.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a.
Oh, he didn't answer. Are they playing still? What's today? Friday?
Yeah, today's Friday.
I wonder if he had me on. If he's on Do Not Disturb.
So the updated 12-team college football bracket for the semifinals has been released. So Texas will be playing Ohio State. Penn State will be facing Notre Dame, as these are the final 4 teams left in the college football playoffs. Now, James, I just wanted to read you the odds for betting for the Texas-Ohio State currently. So OSU is favored to win. The spread is 6 for OSU. The total for the over/under is 53.5, and Ohio State's money line is -225. So what are you taking that? Or are you taking the Texas money line at +190?
I'm not taking. Where's the game? The game is played where? Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Where is it played?
Cowboy Stadium.
Shit.
I didn't know it was in the Cowboy Stadium until right now.
Where's Penn State Notre Dame played?
Miami. Hard Rock.
Next weekend?
That's what it says on ESPN. Hard Rock, 7:30. ESPN. Miami Gardens, Florida, 55 degrees. So, speaking of Penn State, I'm going to read you the odds for that game. Notre Dame is favored 1.5. The total over/under 46.5. Notre Dame money line -125.
Hey, odds of you being able to get me tickets to the Penn State Notre Dame game.
Not high, but I'll see.
All right, yeah, see what we can do because
like we're not even going.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
All right. Damn. I kind of wanted to just see. I just wanted to be in that building. The championship is played in the Peach Bowl. Is it played in the Peach Bowl, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next year, State of Florida has the Natty.
Yeah, we have Natty next year. Yeah.
All right. All right. Cool. Damn. I was just trying to figure out. All right. You got a couple of them tickets, Steve? Holla at your boy and let's talk. Let's figure out slide in them DMs and what is January 9th? That's like the middle of the fucking week, ain't it?
That's next Thursday.
Oh yeah. I could fly down. What I gotta do on Thursday? It's Thursday. That's gonna be the night one, right?
7:30.
Oh yeah. I can. Oh man, look at the plane tickets. I'm talking about this shit right now, man. I could a flight. I could fly down that bit. Hell yeah. I couldn't come back. I have to come back the next day. But yeah. All right. But I'm taking I'm going Notre Dame in Ohio State.
Spread and money line or just money line?
The crazy part, what's the spread for Ohio State, Texas?
6. Ohio State favored.
What's the point? What do I get if I say I think they get their touchdown better? Is it 125 or is it -225? I know you said 225.
That was a money line.
So what's the -7?
The spread for that would be -110.
Okay, I'll take that.
The Ohio State spread.
Yeah, I'll take the Ohio State spread. I think they're a full touchdown better.
So you got the spread, and if you're taking the spread, then the money line.
Shit, I go in there. Hold on, let me go with my little hard rock. I might fuck around with that bit, like the way they whoop Oregon ass. If that Ohio State team,
I don't really trust this Texas. I mean, they obviously did win at the last second in second overtime, but I don't know. Something about this Texas team that I'm just a little hesitant.
Games being played.
Yeah, I think like North
Virginia
Texas.
Tech plays Minnesota today.
Yeah, I think North Texas plays today as well. I don't.
Yeah, they played Texas State. That's like the Texas Bowl. What's that? Where's that game? What bowl is that? North Texas versus Texas State in New York. That'd be wild, man. All right, so let me one's the next day. Okay, I'm about to say, damn, both games are played on the same day. They trying to space that shit out. Everybody coming after the NBA pockets. All right, let's see the spread. Oh, hell yeah. 13.5, I get +180. If I think that they're gonna beat for Ohio State, if I think that they're 13.5 points.
You adjusted the spread.
Yeah, I get
okay. I was like, what are you talking about? North Texas right now? I'm like, what spread these?
That's when you're a degenerate.
Yeah.
For me, I can't speak intelligently on North Texas. Also, I get 3-1 on my money if I think Ohio State's better than them by 2 touchdowns.
I guess. All right. I don't know. Texas is just.
I don't trust
Quinn Ewers
trust
specifically.
any of them.
The kicker gotta go.
Ewers, Archie. I don't think he's as good as what people think he is. He's not Peyton or the other one. Yeah, Eli. It's crazy that Eli's the better one from the Super Bowl perspective, but nobody would say like, I want to be like Eli Manning as a quarterback.
Peyton has
2.
Okay, so they're both tied. Okay.
Peyton got one with Denver and one with Indy.
Okay,
right. Peyton might have, if we're being honest. You know what? If we're being honest, Peyton Manning and Aaron Rodgers are probably similar trajectories. Nobody has done less with more than either one of those guys. Those Indianapolis teams were loaded. And
yeah, they had EJ, right? Running back.
They had EJ. They had Marshall Faulk before that.
Dang.
They had another running back that was really, really good. They have Reggie. Reggie Wayne is like literally knocking at the Hall of Fame door.
Marvin.
This is why I be treading lightly. I want to be talking about it, joking about it some more, but we all know how Marvin Harrison Sr. get down. That man, like everybody else, talk about gunplay. He's really shot a dude.
Oh wait, what did he shoot? Like Ray Lewis?
Like murder. We don't know what happened with murder. Just people get murdered around murder.
Oh yeah.
Like, anytime it happens, murder is one of those things that if it happens to you more than once, it's something about you. But like, nah, somebody really came at Marvin Harrison. Marvin Harrison really brandished the pistol. It was like my guy Orange Juice Jones. He whipped out the whammy and flat blasted both of their asses.
Hey,
but I chilled. They had Dallas Clark. They have a center that one of the best centers that ever played. They had defense. They had defensive players. Like they were like legit, and they just only won one. Great Hall of Fame coach Tony Dungy.
Best defensive ends ever.
Like when you sit back and you really look at this,
Dwight Freeney.
Yeah, Dwight Freeney was crazy.
Bob Sanders.
One of the best safeties to play. Like was stud. Like it's just
they had the Patriots though.
It's but like they did. You're right. But he was there well before. Like they started off the way like they sucked the first year. Well, they sucked to get him. Sucked his first 2 years, and then after that, the team was built, and they were just consistently good. I had Freeney and Mathis.
Yeah.
Shit. Anyways, yeah, my bad, but yeah.
So we'll get into the NFL now with the Pro Bowl. So I have a list of the AFC and NFC Pro Bowl members right here. I just want to blow this up and zoom in a little bit so y'all can see as we can go down each conference and just take a note of some of these names. So obviously for the AFC quarterback position, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson. Wide receivers, Jamar Chase, Nico Collins, Zay Flowers, Jerry Jeudy. Running backs, Derrick Henry, Joe Mixon, Jonathan Taylor. Fullback, Patrick Ricard, Adam B. Moore. Tight end, Brock Bowers, one of the rookies who is going off this year, and Travis Kelce out of Kansas City. He had Deion Dawkins from Buffalo, Rashawn Slater, the Chargers, and Laramie Tunsil from Houston in the tackle position. And yeah, so we got that. And then on defense, AFC, some names I want to read out to you. Max Crosby, Cap of the year. Myles Garrett out of Cleveland, Trey Hendrickson at Cincinnati, Zaire Franklin from Indianapolis Colts, and Roquan Smith from B. Moore. Then the interior lineman, got Cameron Hayward, Pittsburgh, Chris Jones. And then outside linebacker, Khalil Mack, Nick Bonito, TJ Watt. Cornerbacks, Marlon Humphrey, who's been balling this year, Patrick Surtain, balling, Denzel Ward, Derek Stingley Jr., free safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, strong safety, Kyle Hamilton, and our own Derwin James.
Kyle Hamilton is legit, and I told people that when we played Notre Dame, the interception that he got from Jordan Travis, I knew that was crazy. But yeah, man, Jerry Jeudy had the big game
against
against Denver, right?
Yeah, because he's on the Browns now. So yeah, it would be against Denver.
I don't think to be honest with you, I think they might have robbed BTJ.
So we're gonna get into snubs after we go through the NFC list right quick. So we got Jaden Daniels, rookie.
Fair.
Sam Darnold, Minnesota. And then you got Jay Goff at a Detroit Lions. And so my receivers, Jay Jettas, arguably wide receiver 1, CD Lamb, Terry McLaurin, Amon-Ra, running backs. Obviously, you got Saquon, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Josh Jacobs.
Solid.
Fullback, Kyle Juszczyk from San Fran. Then you got George Kittle out of San Fran and Trey McBride from Arizona. Did you see his stat where he's like he caught the most passes without a touchdown?
No, that's always sucks.
So like he has like 100. He has like a chat. You can correct me, but he has no touchdowns this season, but he almost has like 100 catches if I'm not mistaken.
Guy from Atlanta that played for Bama. I can't think of the wide receiver. One of the best wide receivers in recent.
Julio
Jones. Like that shit used to be making people mad as fuck. He'd have all those touchdowns. I mean, all those catches, all those yards, and like 3 touchdowns. Like they never threw it to him in the. Actually, that's why they lost the Super Bowl. The bitch wouldn't throw him the goddamn ball. But AFC's, if this was a game, AFC whooping their ass unless they running the ball. Hold on. Hello? Hello?
Just some names on the defensive end for the NFC: Nick Bosa, San Fran; Michael Parsons, Dallas; Jalen Carter from Philly; Andrew Van Ginkel from Minnesota; and very own Jared Verse from the Rams. Now, there's obviously more names we could have talked about, but I didn't want to harp on that too much. And I just want to share.
It's more like they're doing this like a flag football shit. They might as well just make this a list and just make it the NFL Celebrity All-Star game. Like just have two types of accolades. So Pro Bowl is fair vote to make sure it's not overly like you put a list of the guys, right? And then you let them vote for like the fans vote for those guys. And then you have All Pro. All Pro is always going to be the creme de la creme. And but like, to be honest with you, like it's not fair to put Braden Fisk in that list with Vita Vea and all those guys like that. But like Braden Fisk, I take him over those guys if we're playing a game right now. Like this, outside of Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter gives you a different fit. And what kind of defenses? What they need to do is this. So how the Pro Bowl should work. Who's the coach of the year? Who are you feeling the coach of the year is? So you vote for the coach of the year. Who's the coordinator of the year? Offense and defense. So let's say you think it's a 3-4 coordinator. The Pro Bowl defense will match who that coordinator is for that side. Because if they run a 4-3, then you don't have him picked the right way. You got 3 linemen picked like it's a 3 nose guys. That's what Vita Vea, Jalen Carter, and who's the other guy? I couldn't remember. You don't have to post it up. It just let me see the list.
Dexter Lawrence, the Giants.
Oh yeah, Dexter Lawrence, kid. That's a kid, Jit from Clemson. What did he play at Clemson?
Let me check. Yep.
That's the fruit. That's the fruity one. That was filling on the booties and stuff like that. But anyways,
well, his nickname is Sexy Dexy. So
was that the one who was dancing and shit? I remember when Clemson won the Natty, right? They got a video of one of the dudes trying to like literally the dude's laying legs out there and he's trying to put his finger in the it's wild, dog. Like it's just some wild shit going on in that pile. But those could all be noses.
Mm-hmm.
So, wild shit, dog. Like I'm telling you, man, that's why I be telling people I don't judge anymore. Some of your favorite players probably gay or do gay shit, and just it's wild. It's just don't let it happen around me. Just don't do it to me because I'm going to shoot some of these individuals because they're too big to fight. Got a little info. I asked one of my sources. Is Jalen Milroe a good idea to leave? Probably. Really talented. Not a great quarterback class this year. That's his thoughts on Jalen Milroe. So for those who want to know, hey, maybe he's making money, but Uncle James wants you to play at Florida State. But all right.
So I just got some names on here. List of potential snubs of the All-Star of the Pro Bowl, for my research and just digging around on the internet. So obviously one of the first ones being Brian Thomas Jr. on that list.
I'd take him over Jerry Jeudy. Consistency. So
I got Trent McDuffie, cornerback from the Chiefs, one of the best.
Yeah.
And obviously Patrick Mahomes.
You know, I think they just not because they know they're not going to come. Those guys are going to probably be in the Super Bowl.
One of the a lot of discourse around this name, but Baker Mayfield, Tampa Bay Bucks.
He's played very well this year. As a guy who doesn't like Baker Mayfield, like I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't like him. Like not because he's a bad quarterback. I just as a person, I feel like he's great value, Johnny Manziel. I think they tried to like force him on us. I like Johnny Manziel, not as a quarterback, but as a person. Like I want to hang out with Johnny Manziel. But I felt like they tried to make Baker Mayfield into like the Johnny Manziel we should like want to like as a quarterback. And I just didn't. It just doesn't do it for me. So maybe what was the year that he was drafted one? It might have been maybe that's why, because I don't think he should have been drafted number 1 overall that year. I think I wanted somebody else.
He had to fight his way back though.
Yeah, it's admirable. Mm-hmm. He's been booted out of a couple different franchises, if I remember correctly, and like he's like now the Bucks. The Bucks got a guy for a couple more years. So kudos to him. Like I like when people like actually well, it's still the NFL, but they actually get it out the mud. Not that I got it out the mud saying like no, bitch, but like he's from a rich people's thing. Like that might be why, because I'm a big Lamar fan. Was that Lamar and then is it Lamar, Josh Allen, and Josh Rosen was in that draft?
I know it was the 2014 NFL draft, but I'm looking right now to see the pick.
Because the person who really got hoes and all that was Josh Rosen. Like I feel bad for Josh Rosen. He never got a chance. Like he got drafted by Arizona. They fired the coach after the black guy after 1 year. And then he got traded because they brought in Kyler Murray. They didn't even give him a chance to compete for it. But I don't feel bad for his bank accounts because he got paid. Feels like so long ago, man.
Yeah, so this was Jadeveon Clowney went number 1. Blake Bortles went number 3, Jacksonville.
That's so crazy.
The boat.
Oh my God.
Mike Evans, number 7, Tampa Bay. Odell, number 12.
What's crazy is Mike Evans is the much better receiver.
Oh, for sure.
And but Odell was the one that everybody like just.
Odell got hurt. Mike Evans had a bad start. He used to drop everything. He's coming back now.
Mike Evans is
he's like that.
Yeah.
That's just crazy. But when he first came out, he was dropping so many. I had him year after year.
Oh, he dropped a lot. Like a lot of if you go back and you look at how everybody picks on Jameis, right? And you look at a lot of Jameis's interceptions, it's a lot of Mike Evans tips like to the other defense. Man. Khalil Mack again is one of those Derrick Henry guys. Like we went down to so Tom Shaw, when I was training, Tom Shaw was like a mentor. And T. Shaw was like, he was showing us Khalil Mack. And I was like, yo, that's a man. Yeah. That was also Kelvin Benjamin was training that year. And it was kind of like you see Kelvin Benjamin and you're like, ew. Like he just looked like he was good at football, but there was no musculature.
Really?
Like he was just built like a guy that can just go. And it was crazy, but like he was nice though in college. We got the boat.
Speaking of a guy who wants to go, man, did y'all get a chance to see this Saquon Barkley interview about him responding to him not being or getting benched against his former team, the Giants, this upcoming football week, and him not being able to break Eric Dickerson's rushing yard record. If you guys did not, thank y'all for tuning in. So luckily you'll get to see the video right here as Saquon reacts to the team deciding to not play him in the final game.
Yeah, coach asked me, what I like to do. We had a conversation. They called me back, let me know that we're probably going to be resting. My reaction was kind of like I told my family. Obviously, my family, probably wanted a little bit more than me. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is winning football games and winning playoffs. So I got a big goal in mind.
What was your message to Nick when he did ask?
I mean, he asked me if I wanted to play, if I want to go for it. I said on Sunday, I probably didn't care too much for it. When I slept on it, it was an opportunity to implant my name in football history. I may never get another opportunity like that again. So I'm down, but at the end of the day, I don't care if I'm putting the team at risk. He's the head coach for a reason. He makes those decisions, and whatever decision he wants.
And it's okay to be mad.
This is so stupid to me. It's just so stupid. He only needs 100 yards, and it's against the Giants, his old team.
It's a lot of reasons.
That's a lot of lost marketing for the Eagles right there.
100 yards is I'm not gonna that's not something to scoff at. To get to the mark 1,000, I think it used to be 65 yards a game, but now with the extra game, it's a little less. But let's just be hyped. Let's look at would it be hard?
For him this year, no.
Let's just,
against the Giants,
let's be
no.
For real. Let's look at this stuff. 167, 150, 124, 107, 255, 146, 159, 108, 176, 147, 95, 109. Those are most of his games. He's rushed for under 65 yards. No, my bad. We'll go under 66 yards. Fuck it. We'll go under 100 yards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times this year.
That's great. That's absolutely insane.
So he's played 16 games, 11 games. Not only has he, and then one of those he rushed for 95, and another one he rushed for 84. And those were earlier in the season. He rushed for 66 against Dallas, but on 14 carries, and that game was over pretty quick. He was 19 for 65. What's wild is this. We're going to rest him, right, for the playoffs. You rushed this motherfucker 31 times last week. If anything, you would have pulled back a little bit last week. You got him. What's messed up is he rushed for 167 yards last week, right? So you rushed him so much to get him right close to this something that's going to be in it. Even if he doesn't make the Hall of Fame, right? This will be in the Hall of Fame.
Right.
They will take his shoes, his uniform, everything against his older team. His old team. And then Eric Dickerson and a lot of other people have things to say. One person was just it's not a record because he did it in more games than Eric Dickerson needed. But Eric Dickerson did it with 2 more games than OJ.
But it's funny that you say that. So in the chat, I know they're talking about that as well. But a key stat about that is Eric Dickerson had 2,105 yards with 379 carries. Saquon has 2,005 yards with only 345 carries.
So there's nothing that Saquon can do to have more rushing attempts than Eric Dickerson had.
He would
Which
need,
really means he does have the record.
Yeah. I don't.
What did OJ? Look up OJ's. I'm gonna go with it. When OJ broke the record, how many? Because if he has it on less carries than OJ, then shit, he's the man. But to be honest with you, what? Fuck all of that. It doesn't matter. The point is, the record was X amount of yards, and it stood for forever. So that means it's very difficult, even with the addition of more games. Nobody has been able to accomplish this or get close to it. And if it wasn't, it's not just about the record. It's the record and who he's doing it against. His old team, a division rival. Is it in New York? Or are they playing at home?
I'm not too sure, actually. Let me.
Now, if he gets hurt, I get it where the coach is coming from. If he gets hurt, you look like an ass. But you don't play football under the guise, I don't want to play because I might get hurt. You play football to play fucking football. And I don't know, man, that stinks, but he's definitely not happy about that. And I'm sure there's some kind of something in this contract that gives him money for that. But, you know, the goal is to win the Super Bowl, and I like Philly, so
yeah, I feel bad for Saquon. I don't know. Obviously, he mentioned Nick Sirianni, but I don't know if it was him that specifically wanted him to rest or the organization. My take is a little bit of both, obviously, but just a tragic situation. And yeah, he could have.
Running back play is so much more important than quarterback play right now. Like, look at all the teams that it's not saying Lamar. Lamar is amazing. Lamar keeps having a good running back. Philly's running game is helped Jalen, who had a slow start this year. Jalen didn't look really great in the beginning of the year from what I remember, but good running game help you do that. The only team that doesn't really just have a great running game, and is KC. Buffalo's running game is pretty decent. San Fran's running game is good, but they're not really that great right now. But
they're too injury prone. They're too injury prone.
I'm just thinking of all the teams that, like, Cam Akers isn't doing that bad from some of the games. I haven't really watched all of Minnesota, but like, good running game, good defense gonna win you a lot of ball games.
So if you guys are betting this weekend, don't worry. Sports Den has got you with the plugged information right here. So this is a list of the player incentives. So if you guys are looking for something to bet on, make sure to check this out to see if you bet on somebody to get the certain amount of stats they need for their player incentives. I know, let's see, one of the ones that jumps out to me that could be doable would be DeAndre Hopkins, 9+ receptions. I can see that happen for sure. If he gets his 9+ receptions, he'll get $250,000. And Kyler Murray from Arizona Cardinals, 50 rushing yards plus a rushing touchdown. So he could, it's either plus or rushing touchdown, excuse me. And yeah, these are some of the player incentives. So James, if you betting, make sure to take a look at this.
Gonna look at that.
So I think I reposted it on our social page, but if not, I have it in the show notes, so I can always just re-upload it. But yeah, make sure you guys check this out, and please bet smart this last week for NFL. And yeah, Calais Campbell has a sack, 1 sack, $300,000. Man, a sack worth $300,000.
Boy, I'm gonna get that.
Yeah. So shout out to them. Shout out to these players. I hope y'all get y'all money for sure. And now we got our big Games BS segment. So James wanted to show y'all this song that's been circulating the internet, and we want to know what y'all think.
This might be our Friday jam right here. Now, just because you're a color, don't say the word. Just add in, YN or YC to it. I don't want anybody getting in trouble.
I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. These motherfuckers on the road, where the hell they learn to drive? Jive turkeys at my job, about to get a cool, cold, mean vibe. Should've took the day off, might slap my boss. My own damn kids pissing me off, as if I hadn't had enough. Chipotle, fuck my goddamn order up. I'm fed up, I'm fed up, I'm fed up. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Tell me this ain't cold.
I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I feel like slapping a nigga today. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
It just sounds like it could be a score from
for the Mac.
From a blaxploitation movie. If I ever did it, that's something I got to do when they get a bunch of people just write like a little fake movie script and like what you call it, the trailer, and just do that and then have that be the background. The internet's a wild place, man. If that wasn't enough, Chipotle fucked my order up. Well, what's funny is I was playing this, right? And I don't go to my favorite Starbucks, they never make my nitro right. So nitro cold brew. So for those who don't know who order, like it's supposed to go, it's supposed to feel that bit supposed to be at least to here. Midway to here, all the way to the top. Man, but it's a cold brew. So if anybody's ever poured beer, if you just pour beer straight like from the tap into a cup, you're gonna get a lot of head. Head ain't good with beer and coffee. I don't want no head with that. Now, if I'm getting head while I'm drinking, great. But I don't want no head. I want all my beverage. So they put it right here. And it was nothing but head the rest of the way. Actually, no, it was about right here. And it was nothing but head the rest of the way. So I already knew it. When they hand it to me, when I pick it up, if I know what it's supposed to feel like. It wasn't heavy. And then I just didn't have the energy to keep fighting them today. I was like, man, just give me. And that's when that part, if that wasn't enough, Starbucks fucked my order up. But that shit, that was just what I wanted to sing right there, man. And I had to wait. I'm late, man. I'm like, God damn, man. I don't ask for. The problem with me is that I give so much and I do so much that I don't ask for impossible things. I literally ask for bare minimums. And so when the bare minimum doesn't get met, I probably overreact sometimes. Like, it's literally just like, what do you want for that? This is all I want. I don't want, then people add, then what makes it worse is when they don't give you what you want, they add extra shit. I didn't ask for all that. I'm grateful for that, but I asked for this. This is, just do it. I'm just as simple. Like, I get the same shit every time, over and over again. So much so that a lot of times, if you go to the place that I order from and you do my order, they're going to know it's for me. They're like, oh, you must be ordering for James today. I like consistency, but yeah, but nah, that just feel like, and for those, for your Friday, your fucking Friday, just go ahead and just vibe out to that. Cause sometimes it's just how you feel. And, you know, your boss come in there messing with you while you listen to this, you just play that song and they're going to know the vibe and the type of time that you on, and they might not mess with you. If that wasn't enough, they fucked my order up. Oh, man. But yeah. So what else we got? Is that it? Oh shit! Like let's ride out to that one, man. Bump the outro. Let's ride out to let that run that back, Turbo. Run that back. I feel like stopping in the nigga today. I feel like stopping in the nigga today. I feel like stopping in the nigga today.